Mr. James, I'm dropping the link now. You can share as well.
All right, sir.
Share WhatsApp and Facebook.
I'm sharing the link on.
I'm here to share the link on FB. But I've dropped it on our YouTube channel. All right. Good evening, Mr. Akim.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, sir? thanks for coming, sir. Please, you have the floor, sir. Please welcome with me our mindset coach, one and only mindset coach from IBCT, Mr. Akim Koileye. Please, sir, you have the floor.
All right. Nice to be with everybody. Though it's not that convenient, but at least they have decided to put me out tonight, which I'm always glad to do, even if it is not convenient. Well, you are welcome once again this evening, and we are happy to be together again. It was last Sunday, this just 2 days ago, I got to know that it was the third Sunday of this month. So we are in the third month, and also not just ordinary third month, but third week. And now we are in the fourth week now, because by this week, the end of this week, today is 19. So definitely we are going to the end of this month. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, how far have we gone about our dreams and goals and the target we set? Because we don't do anything, nothing happens. But believe you me, no matter what goals we have set, if you really want to achieve it, you just have to add that extra to the ordinary we've been to become an extraordinary. So Top and Get Reward is a platform that is giving everybody the opportunity to build in such a way that you want it. You are not given a target, but you can give yourself a target. You are not given a kind of a criteria to meet up, or probably you need a qualification. It's all about your mindset, it's all about your interest, and also the dream you have for yourself and your loved ones. So TGR is here for whoever that is ready to build on it and also create a life that we want out of it. It's just like an ocean that everybody is given an equal opportunity to take the quantity of water you need. Some might go there with spoon, some might go there with cup, some might go there with small bowl, some might go with bath, some will go with drum. But some people decide to use hose, the kind of something that will continue to get the water. Even if they want to fill a tanker, it will fill and it will continue because they are using hose. So it's all about us, what do you want? Because this is a sector that will forever be flourishing. It will never be saturated or expired. It keeps growing and it continues to grow for life, because there is no time we can say there will be no use of airtime and data in Nigeria. Nobody can boldly come out to say that. But what is our plan against coming year, against many years to this time? Because many people who have decided to stay with salary which we are trying to open their eyes now because they didn't know time is going. When they started, or let me say, by the time they were given the appointment of being a civil servant, let's say 20 years ago, by the time they'll be thinking, okay, my retirement, I will receive 6 million naira as gratuity. At that time, 6 million naira might look like 60 million now, because the value of 6 million in 2000, let's say 2000, is not the same thing with what we're having now. This is 2024. This is about 24 years after. So somebody who was thinking of receiving 6 million by the time the person was given an appointment in 2000, and thinking that by the time I retire, I will get 6 million. At that time, the value of 6 million was much. But 24 years down the line, the same 6 million naira will look like just 600,000. Because I'm trying to see what value is going to be in the next couple of years. Well, here, you don't need to wait for 35 years before you take how much you want for yourself. You can give yourself a target, maybe under 2 years, you want to retire and become wealthy and keep enjoying for the rest of your life. Our message is clear and simple, just for everybody to build a life they want around themselves, tap from this wealth, and continue to enjoy for the rest of their life. Let's quickly watch this short video. If you have tried many and you think that's the end of it, no, failure is part of progress. If you have never failed, you are not progressing. Because when you take the first step, just like a child, it's not that the first day the child take a step that a child will walk. The child falls several times. The child that you can do more. We have done it, and also you can do the same thing. So if you have tried many things and you think it's the end of it because you have gotten your fingers burnt, believe you me, this is a retirement plan for you. You have nothing to lose there. You have nothing to regret because every step you are taking is building up. It's just like somebody who bought a land and want to build a house, probably a bungalow, duplex, whatever. One thing you need is just that land, which is the foundation. And the moment you have secured that land, it's not left to you. If you put 10 blocks today, 20 blocks tomorrow, one thing that is sure is that each time you are adding a block to it, you are reducing the quantity of block you are going to use. And eventually, if you don't stop adding blocks, you will finally have a house and you are going to stay in. So in TGR, if you are building little by little, irrespective of how long it takes you, because the system is going nowhere, you are going to enjoy for the rest of your life. So let's watch this and be motivated.
After being cut from his high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old, and his teachers said he would never amount to much. Her job as a news anchor because she wasn't fit for television. I have from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. At age 11, he was cut from his team after being diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, which made him smaller in stature than most kids his age. At 30 years old, he was left devastated
Sorry about that. I didn't know it's not.
A small whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicide attempt. The teacher told him he was too stupid to learn anything, that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. Rejected by Decca Recording Studios, who said, "We don't like their sound. They have no future in show business." His first book was rejected by 27 publishers. His fiancee died, failed in business, had a nervous breakdown, and was defeated in 8 elections. You've never failed. You've never tried anything new.
All right. So if you have never failed, you have never tried anything new. So what we are telling you to come and do, even if you think you have done something similar before, this is different. Every single effort is being secured that you're not going to regret you are taking any step at all. This is what we are asking you to come and have, whether you are working, whether you are not, whether you are engaged in one way or the other, you can add this as a plan B, which eventually can take or even overtake the network is not stable, but at the same time, we'll manage it. This is what TGR is all about, to have your personalized VTO on your InterSwitch is trying to go, or let me say, I've decided to go into telecom sector, and the lines through NCC was 500 million naira. And this is what we are calling somebody to come and start having access to this kind of opportunity with as low as 5,000 naira. Well, that was the reason many are not know the value of what we're asking them to come and do. 500 million for NCC to go into this business. I'm very, very sorry. No wonder the messages are coming in. I didn't know my mic is off. Sorry. Let me just try and go back. Wow. No, my messages and my phone is on silent. There is no. Oh, sorry about that. I think from here we are good to go. Sorry. So what I was saying is that we have to be in this business. Only in this business, we are the only company that has this NCC certificate. Any company that will stand us out, make us to be the best among the rest. The InterSwitch is trying to go into telecom, and they are willing to pay 500 million to get this certificate from NCC. You know what it means for TGR to have this certification, because this is what makes us to be that strong, to have that kind of reliability. Also, the confidence our members have in top and get reward because of what remain and to be most active company, and also the company that has all it takes. And our certification not only in Nigeria, we also have international. And from here, you see our CEO receiving an award from former Minister of Communication. And also this is the letter and our 5th anniversary. We are a company that we are dedicated through of telecoms get to people to gain their financial freedom. Fastest selling commodities all over the world. And this is what makes this business unique, that for life we are going to enjoy. Telecom 2020. So if federal government can leverage on this, how much more Nigerians are spent on airtime and data within just 9 months. The same way, oh man, I've talked a lot. I didn't know my mic is off. But notwithstanding, what we are saying, what we are telling people is that the same vision this man has in 1999, the people that were using MTN then were few, but he knew that a time is coming that these few people will become millions. We want you to have the same vision tonight, that what you are starting with TGR is something that will take care of your life. Take care of you for the rest of your life. If this man could believe that in the nearest future, he is going to be making millions from millions of Nigerians, you too, as you are starting, don't mind the few numbers you have now, because it is not going to be waste, because you have secured, just like somebody wants to build a land, build a house, and you have secured the land. Today, a block, tomorrow, 2 blocks. Every time you are doing that, you are getting closer to, having a complete house. So as you have your TGR VTU, every single effort that you are putting, you are getting closer to your financial freedom. And I believe that, you see, this year is the only year I'm much more active than before. For the past 4 years, I'm doing TGR from the house. It's only when I go to office for presentation that there's still a lot of people that have never heard about TGR, despite we are going to 6 years in Nigeria. So the land is still virgin. All what you need is to make yourself available and make sure people know. If the banks are still doing this business and they are aggressive and they are also marketing, how much more you? If they are so serious, get more, because I do say it's better to get little from many than much from little. And that's the secret of wealth creation. All these wealthy people you see in the world, when Dangote was leveraging on cement alone, he was not the richest man in Africa. But today, because he leveraged from every Nigerian's, every Nigerian's family is now the richest man in Africa. And the same way this man had a vision about 20-something years ago, but today is enjoying much more. You also, as you are joining TG, joined in 2020, I was not making this much. I was just like, little by little, but I knew I'm building the future gradually. Because I remember that night when the CEO told me that it's not about what I'm making or about to make presently, but what I will be making in the nearest future when the company is growing. Company is 6 years, very soon will mark 10 years, 20 years. So what is going to be your position at that time? So if you start now and you keep building the same way this man is enjoying without being physically involved in any business, similar opportunity. This business is most lucrative business in Nigeria as of today, because you are starting with just almost low capital. I mean, very little. Now imagine you are building a business that will forever pay you without sweating again. We have reduced unemployment. And my mission to all the places I've been, I have an appointment tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Friday, and even next week. And to my surprise, I think maybe most of the time I don't see anybody that will say they've heard about it. So which means you still have a lot of opportunities out there. You are the only one to make it happen. Nobody is going to do it for you. If you don't leave your house, I discovered, I said I have not started TGR, and it is this year I know I'm starting, because I'm now making more impact. Every day my contact is increasing. If I make myself available for 24 hours, I'll be engaged for 24 hours. But I need to sleep. I need to take my break so that I can be more sound. And what I mean is that you can't say you don't have people, you don't know how to talk. People will teach you how to talk, or even use other people's material. When you have this recorded Zoom, send to them. You don't need to do all the talking. At least one person that I met yesterday, which he gave me an appointment on Thursday now, is that I'm going to introduce you to our pastor, so that at least what the pastor has been telling us, the message from the beginning of this year is that you have to be your CEO. And I think this is what I have been looking for, because the message say I should do something. How will I meet this woman? How will I be connected with the pastor? How will I be connected to other members of the church and also our co-workers? So that is why you have to, because you just have to be uncomfortable for a while to be comfortable for the rest of your life. The market is there, is just too big. And on Sunday, I was in one church to present, and I had something. Anytime I'm in any presentation, I also get motivation. I get lecture from, if at times I use what is in that environment to even preach about my business. And it's a redeemed church, at least for all redeemers. And what they said, that there is a message from the GO, General Overseer, that they need to bear more fruits. The pastor, that it's not that you should bring fruit, but the more fruit they are talking about is that you have to win more souls to redeem. That they have a vision 2032. I was like, 2032, how many years to this? Standards about 8 years. And the vision is to have 40 million new members to redeem. Networking, they've forgotten that they are networker from back. Everything you are doing is about, they are not making money. So if the both religions is about, in fact, if not because of networking, it won't get to anybody. Now see, the vision of Redeem, it started with just one person. And now this person is manifesting that vision into millions of Nigeria, and without new blood, there is no existence. So because Baba know that every time the church are increasing, that means they are spreading the gospel. What they are doing is winning souls spiritually. We are telling people to also win souls financially. I mean, you need to do this. So it's your time to make money. It's all about you. We have uniqueness that many other platforms don't have. People buy airtime of 1 naira on our platform. Even this product you have, or that we have here, is what you have been using. We are just telling you to do it differently so that you can make more money. Office, I was showing it to one person, when I was showing it, one man was just laughing that you think you are the one feeding somebody. In fact, you don't even know you are feeding them, but look at the people that you are feeding. They are times 10 of your size, because there is no amount of money you have in your bank account that you can think is nothing to what they have, because no matter what you have in your bank account is almost nothing to what the bank is having. And if you that you have little, you are making them more richer, why can't you think of, why do I have to feed myself and also enlighten me, give myself financial freedom? What you just need to do to get started is to have a VTU, which is virtual top up. Before now, before the advent of this technology, there is no way give me airtime of 500 naira, buy card of 200 naira. They're like, what is happening? But because of this technology, it allows the bank to venture into this business and make more money for themselves. It's not about what you like, but what you need to do to give you more wealth. So come on board and build a system that will forever pay you. Old age is a challenge. Without money, it's a double wala. You don't need 1 million, you don't need 500,000, maybe because we don't charge much, or you are starting with low capital. That is why many people don't appreciate this business. You can imagine what InterSwitch is paying 500 million to go into telecom, and you with 5,000 naira, you are leveraging and you are making money. That is just the beauty of this business. Maybe if we ask people to pay 1 million, probably they might sit up. Honestly, if you know the value of what we are calling you to come and enjoy, you will run with this business with all the strength in you. When I started, I didn't know I would make this much. I just believe I have to make money, because then I was not only broke, but I was broken. But this business allowed me to take care of my family the way I want, and I'm enjoying it. The same thing can happen to anybody. Might be 2 million or more, because look at the vision of the GO of Redeem, that in the next 8 years, they want to have 40 million. Like, how many percentage of Nigerian population is that? So if you set the target for yourself, my think 8 years to this time is long. Before you know what is happening, you're already there. But what they are saying is that every day, every week, every month, they must win a soul to redeem. If you apply the same thing to your business, you will have a lot of money. Now imagine 40 million redeemers. If they say this is a special account for the church, everybody should just pay 10 naira. How much do you think they will make? That is what I said, that it is better to make from many than a lot from little. Around this business, you don't need much from people. 1 naira is even much, because when you are making 1 naira from one people in a day, that is 1 million. Some people will think, have you done money ritual? Because you spend the 1 million naira today, tomorrow another one comes. And that is the message we are passing across with this business, something that can liberate you for the rest of your life. You can decide how much you want to make, but I can tell you, you cannot get exact amounts you can predict. You can say, I want to make so amount of money. Initially, you can calculate. After some time, you lost the count. You just be seeing it is coming, you spend, another one comes. Not a salary that you are fixed for years. Here is just unlimited opportunity, financial freedom for life. And once you are on board, you make a lot of money. What you just have to do is to become an affiliate. And this allows you to build what? Passive income for life. When you refer, you make more. And from registration of people, you also make a lot of money. And the essence of connecting people is just recommending. You are enjoying, tell others about it, and also enjoy more. And from your transaction, you have said it, 2% for a lifetime is a lot of money. But with 5,000, you are saving that charges for life from cable and from NEPA bill as well. When you also decide to have a client, you can still make. Really lies is when you connect others. Let each and everybody has their own and be using it for themselves. And people don't have patience to build a business for 3 years, but they have the patience to go to work for 40 years and still remain broke. If you have to start, the question I do ask everybody is this most of the time, and the response is always yes. Because there is no way I will be talking to you, you have Android phone already, and you can afford 5,000, because at the beginning of this year till now, many of us have spent 5,000 more than what you can. In fact, you don't even know what you have. This evening, I've spent more than that. I mean, I called an electrician to come and fix something for me. Before I know what is happening, 5,000 is gone. But what I'm trying to let us know is that we've spent more of this money often without even knowing what we use it for. Now use this same amount of money to tie something down. It's like you are sowing, you sow a seed. There's no way you'll be looking at that seed to perish. You have to nourish, you have to nurture, and before you know what is happening, it's germinating. Once you can afford that 5,000, you have 5 people, even more. Then you can spare time for yourself to build your own future. Then you are unlimited. And from building, you make a lot of money. This is just an example of how much you can make if you are building with 10 people with 13,000. If it is 5,000, you can still make, look at the figure here, it's about 70, almost 80 million naira. And this is the least you can make if you build to this level. And also 50,000, you can see 100,000. This is what I'm using now, because 5,000 is easier to come on board. Many people say, oh, 10,000 I don't have. I've spent, if I take this to market, okay, what of 5,000? And look at the end result or building together with your team. You like, don't let them upgrade. Just tell them to come with 5,000 and show them this figure, 250 million naira. If it's worth trying for, let them come on board. But they are just not coming to become an idol. You want to make money, you must also give your attention to it and also your action. So if you have been working for 10, 20 years and you have not made 20 million, we are now telling you to divert the same energy into this business and make something that will pay you for the rest of your life. Then it's worth it. And look at it. Get to 4th level, you have cleared all the incentive in TGR without them upgrading. And I said it this afternoon that how I wish we saw this when we started. I mean, we arrange it this way. Because I have presently now close to 40,000, I mean, team members. But what I'm saying is that, look at this line 3. We have all the total numbers of people here is 8,420, 2,400, and 8,000. If they are all on 50,000 package, I have qualified for the whole incentive in TGR. So if I've seen it this way in 2020, you can imagine maybe by now you pay me to do any program because I will have made a lot of money. Now what we're saying, the message, because we didn't get the bearing right from the beginning. But now we are showing you, you can spend less than a year to achieve this as long as you have the figure on ground. You just have to arrange. By the time I'm getting connected to some churches and I'm showing them what they can do with the numbers they have, like congregation and this. So it's not about those that have been there. It takes those that have been there in years. If you have the numbers on ground, just connect and build, because you have. And the funny thing is that you get this money instantly. You don't have to go and come back. You withdraw into your bank account immediately. So you don't need to even spend years to qualify for the incentive. Once you have the figure on ground, just keep growing and you make the money. If it is 50,000, as I said earlier, look at this. 3rd level, 8,000. In terms of affiliate, 420, 8,420. Look at the PV here. That is 800,000. And what the TGR is asking for is 500,000. All you have made 21,750,000. So if you can build, like, look at the money here is 19 million, almost 20 million, plus 21 million, plus you have made over 40 million in. If you are in this in weeks, since you have the numbers, the first 20 comes in this month, I mean this week, and the next one following week, before you know what is happening, in 3 weeks, you have earned this, or let's say by month. See, what we are saying now is that sometime, you know, at the time is coming, I believe, that people will be qualified for incentive like pure water. And that is why we have a structure on ground that even if millions of Nigerians are qualifying for incentive, the company will pay them without any delay. Because it's not even about what the company is paying now. It's not about the number of people here, but the future, that when we are now much more, there will be no stress. And what we have built will be here forever. Not that we are going to start 2.2 or 3.2. That is why we have a solid structure. If the foundation is so strong, there is nothing they put on that ground or that foundation that will not hold. So we know where we are going, just like a skyscraper. you know, they have to dig the ground and put a very solid structure there or something there to hold whatever that is going to be on top. That is what we did in TGR. So irrespective of whatever the grumbles or whatever, see, we know we are going far and we have to make sure we load our bag fully. So now imagine those that are doing all the, in the next couple of years, you see what will happen to them, because they are just seeing the present, they are not looking at the future. But in TGR, we have seen from the present to the future, and that is why we build from the beginning, so that as long as we are expanding, everybody is happy. Every effort you have put in, you are not going to lose any of your team member by saying you want to start all afresh again, because we have a solid structure for life. And that is just one part. The other beautiful part is that is not now enjoy the transaction commission from your team members from level 1 to level 10 if you're on 50,000. Not that it's going to be cut off from level 5, like some people scamming their members without them knowing. So in your team, once you are on 50,000, our system is so transparent. You see every transaction from level 1 to level 10, and you keep enjoying for the rest of your life. And that reminds me that there is a complaint that I have to treat concerning this. I will try and look at it tomorrow. So you make transaction from people and you keep enjoying. Look at this cover that people don't see. It is money. This is what makes this man the richest beggar in Lagos. He has pure water factory. He has fleet of buses that is working for him. He have houses. He have 4 wives. Even has traveled to Holy Land several times. You can earn between 10,000 to 100 basis. If you build it to that level, we still have a leadership bonus. Everybody that qualify will also get this as extra. And also in terms of, okay, these are mini travel incentive for last year. You can see the qualifier, and some of them and others are getting closer. And before you know what is happening, they are going to be celebrated. When you have 25,000 PV, it is not a barrier as long as you have a dream. And look at everybody here, see smiling faces when the millions are being received. There is no way you see this kind of money, you not smile. Even if you think you don't have it, that thing will come out naturally. The smile will come out fantastic. So when you have 100,000 PV, you get 5 million. I think there's still another flyer of second account of Elijah that has to be uploaded. You see, when she normally say if she's not the highest earner, she's just, and it's all about you in TGR. You keep making money as long as you understand what you are doing. And when you have 250,000, you make 6 million. Also, we need to upload our picture, because not only to now we have a woman in our midst now, but I'm yet to upload it. You see, she's a woman like 10 men. So this is a challenge for women as well, that if somebody has done it, you can also, open it to your goal that this is where I'm going, nothing is going to stop me. You are going to get there. If you have 500,000 PV, the company give you 10 million naira. My goal is to be the first person that will qualify for it, God willing, because I'm not relying, I'm not sleeping, I'm also pushing so that I can get there. I know my upline is also on the run, because everybody loves money, and TGR is so unique in such a way that it's not monkey, they work, babu, they chop. If upline, they relax, downline, and downline will qualify for incentive before upline. So if you like, everybody, if you like, say, I get the active downline. No, while your downline go, they make money, you go, they just make little. So all the money we have in top and get reward is as good as the one your bank account. You can withdraw to your bank instantly. Nothing will stop you. And to register, if you find all what I've said seems interesting, that, wow, you want to make money in this 2024 and beyond for life, come on board. Just get in touch with the person that shared this video or invite you to this process, this presentation. And before you know what is happening, you're on your way. It's just step after a step. No matter the challenges, no matter the, focus on where you are going. If you can see the end in mind, by the time 30 million naira, 30 million or more, you're going to make it. Just keep learning, keep improving, and keep getting better on this. You are getting closer. So your referral ID and start your journey to wealth tonight. You become what you believe. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as it does today. Everyone has the key, it's just a matter of using it. Some people dream of success while other people get up every morning and make it happen. If you try to create the future you want, you must endure the future you get. Everyone is a millionaire. You can either have millions of cash or millions of excuses. Choose your millions wisely. Thank you very much. Mr. Shola, whatever the question they want to ask, you help me to answer them because I want to take a permission to leave. Thank you for being with us tonight. Yeah.
Thank you, Mindset Coach, for that. During your time is well with us. So as it is now, if you have questions for more clarification or how you can get started, you can use the chat box and raise up your hand, and you will be allowed to talk. And that question will be coming from first timer alone, not from registered member, right? From Prosper, I mean. So you can raise up your hand, or probably you can type your question on the chat box. Let's do that within 1 or 2, 3 minutes. You can type your question or you raise up your hand. Hello, if you have any questions, you have the time to do that now. We unmute you, then you ask your question. All right, if there's no question, please get back to whoever that invited you to this call and ensure you ask for further details so that you can be a part of this amazing project called Top Up and Get Reward. All right, and on Thursday, we are going to have registered members meeting. For those that have registered, existing members, and people that will still register today before Thursday, be able to partake on that meeting and the same link by 8:30 on Thursday. And on Sunday, we are going to be having business leader meeting where you can invite as many that you want them to know about Top and Get Reward. So do well to invite people on Sunday, the same time and the same Zoom link. So on this note, if there's no question, I want to appreciate Mindset Coach for your time. It's not easy after a long day of fasting. You find time to be with us tonight. God bless you, really good, sir. So from my end, let me check. Good evening. Please, can I pay electricity on my dashboard? Sure, you can pay now. Just get the token. Get the token of your client. If anyone wants to buy it, then the phone number. So once you input the token and one that the person wants to buy, then you are good to go. You can check that on bill payment, when you log in with your account. Okay, you can. You said you can't. You should. But if you want to know how to do that, probably you are missing something about it. Get to our YouTube channel and you will see the proper short video on how you can actually, do all the services. We have short video that explains all the details of the transaction there. So click on the bill payment to be able to do that. Any other question, please? If you want to talk, you can raise up your hand. Okay, thanks to everyone that are here tonight's presentation. So let's do it again on Thursday for registered member meeting and on Sunday for prospect meeting. Don't come alone when you are coming on Sunday. Don't come alone. Try as much as possible, invite as many. And if you want to earn massive like others, like top leaders, you must keep building your database. All right. So don't keep it to yourself. Talk to as many that you can talk to. Show up every day on social media. And you'll be glad you did because you're going to have more wallets and more PV into your account. And PV, the meaning of PV in Top and Get Reward is poverty, furnished. Okay? So if you want to send poverty off your life, there's need for you to have this kind of system. If you want to soar above inflation in 2024, you need to get on TGR. I will permit Mr. Uche Nwosu. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Uche. Mr. Uche Nwosu, please. Let's have you. Mr. Uche. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Uche. Mr. Uche, please unmute yourself. Mr. Uche, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Or probably you can type your question. You don't know how to unmute. You can type your question. What is not working? Babalowo, do you have any announcement from your end? Babalowo? Babalowo, please, do you have any announcement from your end?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Well done, sir.
Sorry, let me quickly say something. I think that woman, that Uche Nwosu is a woman anyway.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
what she may be facing as a challenge is, in some cases, some of them will not press that PACN logo
Before
if they want to make payment. You said?
Yeah, I understand, sir. That's what
Because I made payment. I made payment today on that platform, and it was so successful. I'm saying this to her. Why she want to make that payment? She should first click that PSC and follow all other instructions there. She will be able to get it. Okay. The announcement is the 90 days challenge is still ongoing. Once we round up here, for those in the class, go back to our class and get tonight tonight lecture, and be able to add that to what we are doing to improve in our businesses. Thank you, sir. Mr. Classic, thank you very much, sir.
All right,
and Alaji, thank you, sir. Alaji, thank you, sir. Alaji, Akim, thank you, sir.
I think he left immediately after the presentation.
I know. As he was talking about mission and vision statement of Redeem that time, I was just laughing. I said, Mr. Akim will soon become pastor in Redeem.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night, sir. So you can unmute yourself and say, greet your invite, and let's do it again on Sunday and Thursday. From my end tonight, a good night from here. Have a good night rest. Bye for now.
Good night. God bless. Good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. See you on the other side.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Odaro. 90 days. Let's meet you.
All right. Thank you, Babalo.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Meet you at the 90 days training.